He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Barnes. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exact. What he's looking for, draining the triple.
On the top of the key, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Fox, no good. Here's Edwards, takes it inside.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now, here's Fox. 6 to shoot. Vassell was screen on Randall. Barnes can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Vassell was screen on Edwards. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Pass to Castle. 2 points. That one goes.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Fox against Conley. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
From the baseline. Fox, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
McDaniels in the post. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And here is Conley. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Conley dishes to Randall. Out to Conley. Randall with a screen for Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Conley's got 6.
And what a smart player Conley is. Able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
And the dunk by Barnes.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by Castle. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. 4-point game. Wembanyama outside. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. McDaniels a screen on Barnes. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Barnes outside. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota leading by 6. And there's Edwards on the assist by Gobert. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Fox. Drops in the layup for 2.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Conley, that's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Gobert the pass to Edwards. Takes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Here's Castle. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Edwards. That shot, no good. Nice defense by Vassell. Here's Castle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
Conley with the 3. It's good from long range. Conley's got 11 points.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Shot from the top of the key, and it's San Antonio with another.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Here he goes, and then Randall slams it in.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
And the basket by Castle.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Conley against Fox. Randall a screen on Vassell. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Back to McDaniel. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Wembanyama finds Barnes. Wembanyama a screen. Barnes can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Edwards driving to the basket. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a 3-point play. Them one on Castle. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Over Ingles. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got his third assist on the night. Here's DiVincenzo. Sinks that one from the post. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. For San Antonio, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by the Spurs. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Castle. Offensive rebound. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Three-pointer, Fox. Ingles with the rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And stolen by Barnes. Out to the right wing. Launches it. Castle misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Pop. Facing a...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. Then it's Dillingham, and it's Garza in at the center, filling out the middle. And the shot is good.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Charles Massey, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Einad's checked in. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Barnes. Pass to Edwards. Picked his pocket. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. Count it. And it's 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
So difficult trying to keep pace with Fox, especially when this man is on a break.
And here is McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Champagny, still without a basket. Edwards inside, guarded by Fox, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Biombo, he's checked in for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Harrison Barnes. Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
The Spurs making a switch here. Paul's checked in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
It's good.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Conley, the pass to Randle. And here's Edwards from the arc. Poked away.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Reed. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Gobert, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander Walker.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Out to Conley. Randle with a screen for Conley. Floats it up for Randle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And they're running. Here's Sohan. Drops in the breakaway layup. Sohan's got 6 points in the quarter. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Conley. This ball grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 7. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. He lobs it up, and Reed throws it down.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Conley against Paul. Here's Champagny. A three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves leading by 8. Over in the corner, Conley. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
San Antonio with the ball. Three-pointer, Fox gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fox has got 9.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Conley gets the bucket.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. DiVincenzo kicks to Conley. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Wide open look. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Randall. Here's the drive.
And when Randall gets rolling on the drive, there's almost no stopping him. His size and athleticism are going to get him to the hoop.
Castle misses. Minnesota leading by 7. And Randall throws it down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. To the middle. It's picked off. An even 3-on-3 break. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 3rd assist on the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. Minnesota also with the sub. Clark, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by Castle.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Johnson, a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. DiVincenzo against Fox. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. And he drops it in from the low post. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Barnes outside. The 3. Here's Wembanyama. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there it is for him. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Nobody near Barnes. They get it again. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Edwards in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. McDaniels in the post. Johnson on him. A nice shot by McDaniels. And that's now 10 points for Jaden McDaniels. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. DiVincenzo.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Here's Randall. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. With the drive.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
And stolen by Barnes. And a deep 3 from Fox. And they recover it. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Here's Castle. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 13. Edwards finds Randall. Gobert with a screen on Barnes. Down low and stolen by Wembanyama.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Timberwolves.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Pass to Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Johnson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Barnes against Randall. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Defensive foul. Julius Randle. First personal foul.
That's good from Barnes. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Here's the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound.
Timberwolves foul. Mark Conley. Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5.
At the line for San Antonio.
Fox hits them both. Poke loose. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Gobert pulls it in. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Leaps for it. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Can't connect. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close, a narrow win under. All right, DA, thanks again. And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Rich.
drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah. This should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows. And show off what they can do down low.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3. Barnes, it's good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
To the right side. Here's Edey. It's Jackson, high post. Got a piece of it. Wembanyama with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
Here's Moran. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Now here's Wembanyama. Bain finds Morant from behind the arc. Vassell with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Castle, guarded by Bain. Here's Fox, and De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Ball, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox.
Number 3, Chris Paul.
Moran against Paul. Pass to Bain. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Deflects the pass. Here's Edey. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Wells. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Jackson outside. The 3. Rebounded by Castle. The 3 from Barnes. Memphis with a rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Edey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Spurs making their last shot. The 3 from Bain. No good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Vassell. The 3 from Barnes. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Here's Edey. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Castle, guarded by Bane. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Jackson for three. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Edey. Jackson, pass to Bane. Kicks it out to Jackson. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Flashing the in-between game. Nice. I mean, Jackson is more than capable of draining this when given the chance.
Barnes goes in, throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Jaren Jackson picks one up, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Here's Morant, and there's the drive, and then Morant with the jam.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Here's Castle, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Castle's got 6 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
The three from Barnes. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. A big-time effort for Harrison Barnes. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the small forward position.
You got to be impressed with Fox's court awareness. He has a feel for when one of his guys is uncovered.
Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Spurs. Rebounded by Fox. San Antonio leading by 4. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And Stan, they always say, for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
Oh, ferocious on the attack. Once Wembanyama gets into the lane, the defense is done.
Fires in the triple.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And he lobs it up.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
It's good on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Barnes. Give him 8 points now. Barnes a screen. That three's off the mark. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Morant, no good. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. That puts him in the lead. Morant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. And it's Morant again missing. Barnes against Bain. Pass to Wembanyama. The 3 ball. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And it's Morant off the drive. Here's Edey. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Edey's got 8.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Here's Edey. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Wembanyama with a bucket.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Now here's Morant. 14 points for him. Jackson, right side. On the wing, Bain. Clock at 6. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
Fox. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And here's Morant outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. The Spurs have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. And that one hits the back iron.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. 11. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Fox. The kick out to Johnson. He shoots it. And it falls all over the rim and in. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Picked up by Sohan. The shot by Johnson, no good. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here's Stevens. And the layup is good off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Sohan with the ball, working on Aldama. Got a piece of it, and the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
Substitution for your Spurs, Charles Bassey. Champagne.
Grizzlies lead by 3. Here's Pippen. Knocks it down from distance.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Can they get it? So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
And the basket is good. Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Such a reliable player under the hoop. Johnson, I mean, he wants those close-in shots.
Here's Kennard. That one goes in. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Fox. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Pippen. He's covered by Fox. Into the lane. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Sends it home from 3-point land. Sohan's got 5 points.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Here's Pippen. Up top, Aldama. Pass to Stevens. Here's Pippen. He's covered by Fox. Tries again. Pippen, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Champagny. For the tie. And it's all tied up.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
For Memphis, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Pippen. He's got 5. Kennard passes to Huff. And that one's good. Huff's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Pass to Johnson. Pulls it from the top of the key. And they're on the Spurs with another bucket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Aldama outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great speed for Johnson, especially with his size. I mean, he got to the rack in a hurry.
Pippen pass to Kennard from outside the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. That's the end of the 3rd, and it's tied up. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. And so Moran will bring it up for Memphis. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the three.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Fox against Moran. To the middle. Here's Edey. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. San Antonio with the ball. To take the lead. Pass to Barnes. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
A solid distributor. Good to see the rookie Castle finds his open teammates like this.
Outside Moran. Here's Edey. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Wells. To the paint. Here's Edey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
Another shot. And Wembanyama lays it up and in. Wembanyama's got 19 points.
And you can tell by how hard he battled for that putback that he still has a lot of energy left for the end of this game.
Well, that's all about effort. He knows how much each bucket means right now, and he's clearly willing to fight for it.
San Antonio trailing here. Right side, Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's the cell. Off target from three-point range.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Payne. And there's two. Work on the glass, paying off that time. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Wells, the pass to Jackson. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
Here's Edey. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Here's Barnes. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the club.
Moran against Fox. Jackson with a screen on Fox. Jackson outside. Good. And the setup by Moran. Moran's got 6 assists in the game.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
And here's Moran outside. And another 3 for Memphis. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Memphis?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Jackson. The rebound by Edey. Memphis has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. They get the rebound. Right side Moran. Pure from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Edey. He's guarded by Barnes, and it's Edey missing.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Outside Bain. And he's going for the lob. Picked it out of midair. Wembanyama fires it from way outside. No good there. And so it's Memphis winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did.
us are both pumped up for this game, aren't we? Two exciting teams going head-to-head tonight.
Kevin, we've got great athletes almost everywhere on the floor tonight. The play at the rim should be electric. Let's go.
Now look at Memphis. Memphis' starting group. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Jackson against Randall. Pass to Edey. It's stolen by Edwards. He takes it in. That's tipped. And here is Wells. Memphis moving that ball around. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Plays it up off the glass.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And a guy who can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop once he gets going downhill.
Now here's Randall. And there's the drive. Gobert throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Zach Edey picks one up.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And finished off by Gobert.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
And he drives in, and they get it back. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Now here's Randall. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Morant finds Jackson. Fires the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Morant outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And the Colby against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Rudy Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain him.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
So it's Minnesota now, following the score by Memphis. Back to Conley. Pocket 6. Gobert, the screen. Conley gets the bucket.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Conley against Morant. Rel's wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Here's Randall. Off on the layup. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. And don't go away. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the... Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Morant drives in, and he lays it straight in. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And here's Conley outside. Drills the three-pointer. Conley's got 5.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
And that one's good. Morant. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Randall passes to Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
In the corner, it's Bane. Back to Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Gobert, the screen. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And Morant throws it down.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Ball stolen. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now Conley. He's got 5. Driving to the basket. Randall outside. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Randall kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Defense is right there. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conley. And he gets the bucket. Conley's got 7 points.
And what a smart player Conley is. Able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Nice to Wells for the 3. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Edwards passes to Ingles. McDaniel sets a screen for Ingles. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. From deep. That shot off. Morant with some nice D. Going inside and finished off by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Here's Wells. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's in there.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Morant drives in. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards, and there's the drive. Out left to the wing. Here's Wells. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Nas Reed out there with Miller. And it's Dillingham in at the 1 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garza's checked in. Edwards brings the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Aldama passes to Pippen. There's a screen by Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
It's stolen by Aldama. One-on-one here. Here's Stevens. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Easier to go strong to the hoop, but I tell you what, when you feel it, take it from deep. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Some changes for Minnesota. Minod's checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Pippen with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Steffens. "20 feet out. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dillingham, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defender.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Pass to Steffens. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Freez got 4 rebounds now tonight. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
They set the pick. Pass to Pippen. Takes it inside. Intercepted. Here's Dillingham. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Minnesota making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. And Pippen gets it to go.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove. Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. The long distance 3 is buried. DiVincenzo's got his 2nd basket of the night.
That's a real nice looking deep 3 ball there.
Pippen with it. Guarded now by Clark. To the inside. Here's Aldama. And he uses the glass on the layup. Aldama's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Dillingham. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Steffens pulls it in. Memphis leading by 7. Pass to Huff. Here's Steffens. Here's Aldama. Six on the shot clock. Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Stephens can't get it to go. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So on the floor for Memphis, Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Stevenson at the 3 spot. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Bain kicks to Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Alexander Walker. And they pick up 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Inside, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Alexander Walker, and here's Conley outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Here's Pippen. He takes it in, and the slam dunk by Pippen.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
A kick out to Bain. Pass to Edey. Jackson in the corner. To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open team.
Rando passes to Gobert. Over Edey. Gobert, no good. Memphis leading by 8. Here's Pippen. Outside for Jackson. Another shot. And it's good on the way up.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
No coverage that time. Jackson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies. And here's Conley outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Open for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Right side Jackson. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Alexander Walker passes to Randall, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker, and Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Jackson has the open look. No good on the 3. Timberwolves trail by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now, and what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jaren Jackson.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
On the wing, Jackson. Edwards defending. Bain looking around. Buries the 20-footer. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
There's Jackson with the three. Drains the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Minnesota with the ball. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McDaniels with the bounce pass. Outside Edwards. They need this one. Basket counts.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Pass to Wells. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win.
This looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
Yeah, that is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, down low.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Fox right side. Out to the right wing. Castle for 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Conley. To the middle. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch, and they have to deal with one of the quickest guys in the league in De'Aaron Fox. Coach told me it's almost impossible to stay in front of De'Aaron, so we'll try to give whoever is guarding him help, especially if Fox gets rolling. We'll see how that plan works.
Allie, thank you.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Good.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
The Spurs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's McDaniels. And Gobert with the stuff.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. Got it. Wembanyama's gotten his second bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Vassell. No good from outside.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Randall, good.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Out to Fox. Pass to Barnes. Kept alive. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Here's Conley. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Right there, Conley working his magic inside. He is crafty near the rack.
Vassell against McDaniels. Vassell can't get it to go.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Edwards, that's good.
Edwards got a tight handle now and enjoys breaking out these types of moves on him.
Wembanyama, pass to Vassell. Conley finds Randall. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Randall's got 8.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
And So it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game. Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Fox against Conley. And the layup falls. Give him 8 points now.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
He gets it up. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for Minnesota. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves. What do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Outside for Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Misses off the left iron. Spurs trail by 17. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Vassell with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Here's Barnes. He goes up again. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. Gobert goes in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gobert's got 6.
How about Gobert on the attack? This is why his guys encourage him to look for a shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Randall with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. Goes back up. The kick out to Conley. Takes a 3. Drills it from deep. He's got 11.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for one. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
Let's go with a 3. Ooh, poked away. Spurs trail by 20. Barnes with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
The 3 from Barnes. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist of the night. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Sinks the tray. McDaniels got 7 points here in the quarter.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Here's Barnes. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Conley. The putback. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Vassell passes to Barnes. drills the baseline jumper. Barnes has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, the quick release of Barnes is really something to behold. Knockdown mid-range shooter who strokes it with confidence.
For three, Conley. Rebound, San Antonio. Castle for three. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 20. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Fox. Tries a 10-footer. Gobert with the bucket. 10 points for him.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
To the inside. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
The shot by Conley, no good.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Spurs trail by 20. Castle for three. They get it back. Mamukelashvili. Sohan outside. Fox with a screen on Reed.
Tremendous effort on the boards. He's been playing big all night.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. Defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Nas Reed out there with Miller. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in at the three. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Reed passes to DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Oh, my goodness!
Anything in the bag on that one.
Yeah!
Bring it home. Send it in. Throw it down.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Out left to the wing. Lets the three fly. And DiVincenzo hits from deep. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with a three there.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Back to Alexander Walker. The kick out to Edwards. Count it. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
The shot by Sohan, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 23. Three-pointer. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Miller. Edwards has got 12 points in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Reed sets a screen. Oh, Fox with a steal. On the break. The shot by Sohan, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach, always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Pass to Edwards. Now here's DiVincenzo, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
For San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Bassi. Barnes comes in for Sohan, and it's Vassell in for Johnson. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Timeout called, the Spurs.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota.
Let's hear it for you. Substitution on the court.
And Minnesota calls time here.
teams having a rough go of it. Both desperate for a win in this one.
And you better believe they know that's the case. They both saw this game on the schedule and said, yep, this is the game where we can turn it around.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Fox against Morant. Here's the screen. A three ball. A rebound by the Spurs. Teardrop shot and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star. Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
Wembanyama looking it over. Fox from outside. Morant with some nice D. The Grizzlies have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Jackson misses.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Barnes with the drive and the dunk by Barnes.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Morant for 3. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. 3-pointer, Fox. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
Now here's Morant for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Morant's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Wells. Drives to the hoop. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Wells has got his second basket of the night.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Morant with a wide open look. Here's Heaney. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Payne for 3. To the paint. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Second team foul.
1:44 left in the first. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And with that 3 ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Grizzlies.
And it's Morant missing. Spurs trail by 7. Vassell drives in. Count it, good.
And this team encourages Vassell to take initiative. Outstanding drive.
Morant with it, outguarded by Fox. Morant against Fox. Bain kicks to Jackson. Now, here's Bain. Hasn't made one yet.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Jackson misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the basket by Castle.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Here's Jackson. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 5.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
And he can't hit the second. Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Morant with it, out guarded by Fox. From outside the arc, and it's Morant missing. Here's Castle. Vassell was screen on Bain. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. There. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Down low, here's Heaney. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with John. He's always looking to move that ball.
Vassell outside. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Morant. It's good. Morant's got 8.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Here's Castle. Wells grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at them now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Nobody near Barnes. San Antonio again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And here's Barnes for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Payne for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game. To the middle, here's Vassell, and he slams it one-handed.
Strong finish by Vassell, showing off that bounce right there.
Morant against Fox, and it's Morant missing. Spurs trail by 11. Here's Vassell. Second chance shot. Castle misses. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's the triple. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One's on Morant. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Wembanyama. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Kept alive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
Putting his 6'11" frame to use Jackson to low, down low. Good luck stopping him.
A different look now for San Antonio. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Keldon Johnson subbed in for Vassell. The three from Morant. Up again. Rebounded by the Spurs. Fox inside the line. San Antonio again missing. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And good that time. Edey's got 10 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Mamu Kelishvili has got his first 2 points of the night.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And Morant gets it to go.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, Charles Bassett, Chris Paul.
Morant passes to Bain. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
No dice on the putback jam. And so it's Memphis closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead from the field. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot rumble. They're thinking about the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
They've got Pippen. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Stevens in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Castle. Got a hand on it. Here's Kennard. Here's Aldama. And he banks in the layup.
You know what? You can see there's momentum right now. A nice hustle play there on the glass and the finish.
Here's Pippen. Lays it up off the glass. Challenging stretch for San Antonio here. And you look at the Grizzlies defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Now, Kennard. No scoring in this one. Knocks down the three ball.
Will Rico come at us
and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Now, here's Kennard. Guarded closer. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Vassell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Puts up a 3. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3. Kennard's got 8 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. 6 to shoot. Fox looking it over. Over Pippen. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 6 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Vassell outside. No good with the triple. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Kennard's shot is off. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the third. Three-pointer, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Spurs making a switch here. Adams checked in.
Number 22.
1:44 left in the third quarter. The deep 3 from Kennard. And another miss by Memphis. The Spurs have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Branham. Kennard covering. 5 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. Count the basket. Wembanyama has got 5 now.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Pippen, the pass to Huff. No good from outside.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Some defenders aren't sure what to do when Wembanyama comes down the lane.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And here is Fox. He has 6. Vassell outside. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Stephens, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Wembanyama outside. From deep three-point land. No good that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4-man position. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Outside for Jackson. Launches a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Wasted no time on that one. Edey's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. That's a 2 from Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Misses the 3.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Driving the lane, and a wide-open look for Payne. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Wembanyama, and he can't stop the run as he misses. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. And they're on the break. Payne with the steal. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Fox from outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Payne kicks to Jackson. Here's Edey, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
The drive by Jackson. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Fox against Morant. Here's Wembanyama. They could use a bucket. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 8 here in the quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Substitution on the court.
1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Jackson. This one for 3. They get it back. Wells banked in off the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Memphis.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. The three from Morant. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Morant against Fox. The tray. That one's not going to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Pretty slick by Fox right there, giving it away to the guy who is ready to attack.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
He's perfect from the line this time. The three from Barnes. Not going to go that time. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our
Stan. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at center. And here's Memphis. From deep, Morant. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Outside McDaniels. Right side Conley. Morant against McDaniels. Fires the 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Oh, got that one up quick.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
Kicks it out to Bane. Pass to Jackson from the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Offensive rebound. From deep, Conley. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, but I don't mind the guy battling down low. Let him know there's not going to be any easy rebounds.
Back to Jackson. There's the 3, and another 3 for Memphis.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Launches it. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Bane. Bane's got his 4th assist with that last one. For 3, Conley. And it's Bane with the rebound. And here's Memphis. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. It's Jackson, high post. Randall's there. Here's Wells. Stolen by Conley. And he's all alone from outside the arc. Ja Morant grabs a miss. Memphis leading by 10. Pass to Edey. Shoots. And it's Morant missing. For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Here's Edey. Launches it from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
The shot by Conley, no good. And here's Memphis. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards against Bane. Minnesota again missing. Grizzlies lead by 10. And here's Morant outside. Knocks down the long J. Morant's got 6 points.
What a way to begin this game. dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
The three from Bain, and another three from Memphis.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And the three-pointer goes.
Right back at you. Conley's a counter-puncher. He knows when his team needs a lift.
Edwards finds Gobert. And he gets the bucket.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for the Memphis Grizzlies. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA.
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves trail by 11. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bain. Back to Conley. Shoots over Morant. Gobert passes to Conley. Edwards for 3. Great D that time from Bain.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And again, it's Memphis missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jackson against McDaniels. They get it again. For 3, Conley. Up again. Gobert with the follow.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
The 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Morant surveying the floor. Yes! A Morant 3!
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Timberwolves trail by 14. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Jackson can't get it to go. Tries to save it. And here's Minnesota now. This one for 3. And Conley with the 3. Conley's got 6. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
From deep, Conley. It doesn't go for him.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Outside Morant. Fires for 3. Randle pulls down the board. Randle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jackson with a screen on Conley. From deep, Morant. Morant missing again. And so Randle will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 14-point game, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. And the dead-eye shooter, Mike Miller, here to support his former team, the Grizzlies.
Hey, the Rookie of the Year back in 2001 for the Magic, but traded to Memphis and had the finest seasons of his career in a Grizzlies uniform.
Minnesota again missing. Memphis leading by 14. And here's Morant outside, and it's Morant again missing. The three is up. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, as a scorer, Edwards finds his points in so many ways.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Timberwolves trail by 14. Conley with the ball. He's got 6. He drops it from range. Randall's got his first 3 points of the game.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
They grab their own miss. And here's Morant outside. Knocks down the triple.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. That sends Julius Randle to the free throw line. Jaren Jackson picks one up, and the free throw, no good. Memphis leading by 12. Here's Wells. Off target from outside. Randle deciding where to go with it. Here's Gobert. The layup off target. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Memphis going into the break up 12. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
We've got Luke Kennard, and it's Stevens in at the 3. Small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
It's scooped up. Here's Aldama. Stevens, the pass to Pippen. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Edwards for 3. Edwards on target.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
The kick out to Edwards. Here's the 3. Offensive board. Gobert. For 3, Randall. Pass to Conley. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. Conley's got 9 points.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
Here's Stevens. Defended by Gobert. Huff, the pass to Kennard. Puts it up. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
For 3, Randall. Conley looking for an opening. Back to Randall. Outside Conley. Offline with a 3. Grizzlies lead by 8. Here's Pippen. And And another three for Memphis. Now we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Let's go with a three. The shot by Conley, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Kennard for three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 11. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Ali, thanks.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Now here's Gobert. Defense is right there. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Puts it up from 17. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From deep, Conley. Grizzlies with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Stevens. And again, it's Memphis missing. Timberwolves trail by 11. Randall, the pass to Conley. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, not just a jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Count the basket.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Conley passes to Edwards. Back to Conley. Inside, and that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. A line change here for Memphis. Here's Conley. He's got 11. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Morant outside. Sinks it from distance. Morant's got 18. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 14. Takes a three. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got rebound number 8 now. Outside Bain. A deep three. The shot won't fall. And so it's Memphis, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're showing impressive focus out there. And it's... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Conley and Ant are the 1 of the 2. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Bain surveying the D. Rebound Minnesota. McDaniels got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Jackson.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And again, it's Memphis missing. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Edey. Jackson outside. There's the triple. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. Now, this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Greg.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Edwards for three. Here's Gobert. Pass to Conley. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies lead by 17. Three-pointer. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
And stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Wells. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 20. Conley passes to Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now.
Jackson can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Stolen by Jackson. There's the drive and the dunk by Jackson.
And the big man coming through. Once Jackson Jr. gets some speed behind him, get out of the way.
Conley passes to Gobert. Randall outside. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Oh, it's stolen away. Puts up a three. And another three for Memphis.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it. Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And here's Memphis. They're on a 14-6 run. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Grizzlies.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now Jackson from the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Down low. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam. And he's now got the double-double. There's Jackson with the three. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And so it's Minnesota with it. It's an 18-point game. The shot by Conley, no good. And here's Memphis. 22 was their biggest lead. And the basket by Bain.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Minnesota. For three, Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Offline. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it.